So BBC Three posted this conversation between a feminist and a hardline Russian Orthodox Christian. And I watched about 30 seconds of it before I decided to do this video, because it's the goddamn wokest thing you've ever seen in your life. Let's watch.
Только очень страшные и грубые женщины хотят быть равны с мужчинами. И поэтому в основном феминистки очень страшные. Я ни одной...
Already, this is just the best thing in the world.
Красивой феминистки не видел.
Well, let's be honest, it's hard to find a beautiful feminist, isn't it? Because most beautiful women don't need to be feminists, because they can get what they want from men using their looks. Feminists can't. I mean, look at some of the feminist pioneers, just Andrea Dworkins of the world, who in their 60s claimed that someone raped them. Very likely.
Okay.
И феминистки завидуют таким красивым девчонкам, как вы, и поэтому стараются испортить им жизнь.
It's interesting.
Well, that's certainly true, isn't it? They're jealous of the beautiful girls and want to ruin their lives. You can see that on, what was it, This Morning, where the grid girls were sat opposite a stodgy old feminist, asking her why they had to lose their jobs. I'm going to do a bigger video on that at some point, or maybe I'll put it in a live show. But there's a lot to say there, because the way they were acting, literally the woman said to them, "You don't have a choice." And that is what feminism is doing to successful women, attractive women as well.
You should say that, German, because I would say that I am a feminist.
Конечно.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you're a feminist, to be honest. I don't think you know very much about feminism, and I think that you are, as this guy will go on to point out, one of those people who have been duped by feminism.
I am definitely a feminist.
Я поэтому и сказал.
That assumption isn't perhaps quite right.
Я поэтому и сказал, что
I love the way she's assuming that she is one of the beautiful girls.
вы относитесь к тем красивым девочкам, о которым феминистки запудрили голову. И вы
Doesn't have a response to that.
Поскольку девчонки и симпатичные, и немного глупенькие, и поэтому вас легко обманывать.
You're one of the silly ones who is just easy to deceive. And she doesn't have anything to say. Okay, so what's your advice?
Okay, so is that your advice to me? I should turn my back on feminism so that I can provide for my man and have children?
Yes.
Okay.
И я от всего сердца желаю вам мужа, который будет для вас господином и хозяином. Вы будете его рабой и любящей женой.
Slave. Maybe there's a translation problem, but oh god, a fucking expression, a fucking expression.
Well, thank you for the advice, but also I can't live off fresh air, so I need to work.
Well, no, he's saying that your husband's going to provide for you. He's not saying you need to work. You will be provided for. I'm not advocating it, but that's his perspective.
Do you think I could speak to your wife?
Я разрешу ей ответить на некоторые ваши вопросы. Алена, иди ответишь на несколько вопросов.
Hello, Aliona. Would you be quite happy to receive a slap, receive a punch from your husband if you both felt it was warranted?
Конечно, конечно. Это естественно.
I don't have any commentary. Just saying to her face, of course, it's natural. I mean, oh, this is going to be the worst video I've ever done, but I can't not laugh. It's so funny that she's just saying that to the woman's face. She's like, I'm a feminist. It's natural if husbands smack women.
Это любые взаимоотношения.
Every relationship contains it.
Я написала книгу «Муж убитый». Вы ее прочтите. Там есть ответы на ваши вопросы.
He's written a book. Okay, so by your husband. Saying that to a feminist is the sort of thing that's going to drive them nuts. And that's why this is funny. It's not funny for a man to hit a woman. I would never do it, and I don't recommend any man does it. And I don't recommend any woman suffer to be struck by a man. But if you're dealing with a feminist, feel free to tell them that yes, it's fine to do that. In fact, you have a book on it, here you go, that you wrote.
Вопросы.
So, you wrote a book saying why you should be beaten by your husband.
Я написала книгу
Can I have a copy?
с названием
I want a
«Мужем
copy.
битый». Она есть в электронной версии в интернете. Ну, знаете, когда женщина остается женщиной, понимает, что она женщина, что она под мужем, у нее всегда все получится. Мы
It's just so woke. It's just so fucking woke. Oh, I don't advocate this at all, but it's fucking hilarious to see a feminist's face when she's being told it, unironically.
мутировали. То есть женщины, они не стали мужчинами, но и перестали быть женщинами. Превратились в таких мутантов.
Wow, that is fucking woke. Again, I'm just in awe of this video. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Do you mind me asking how many times you have had to discipline your wife?
Well, presumably every time she steps out of line. I
don't remember.
Do you remember, perhaps? Because I'm sure you felt it.
Вы знаете, женщины, конечно, злобные существа.
Oh, God, that is... Women are vindictive creatures and they remember everything? Holy shit. I'm not commenting on this at all.
И все помнит. Но я говорю, прочтите мою книгу, там все для молодежи.
Не углубляйся. We have
Okay.
already answered your question.
I don't have any comment. Ladies, don't take their advice, but also do not take the advice of feminists. Be the person you want to be in the relationship that you want to be in. Do not listen to radical ideologues of either stripe. Russian Orthodox Christians, even the women who write books on why it's acceptable to be beaten by your husband, or feminists who think that men are all awful and are oppressing them in every way that they can. Both of these groups are wrong. You can do better.